How to start an online business for beginners in 2023. Hi, I'm Lucy Griffiths, and I've been running an online business for the last 10 years. I'm going to show you how you can successfully get started with your online business. First, get visible. The most important thing for you to do when it comes to building an online business is to get visible. It's about building a client base. The more that people find you and know what you do, the more likely they are to buy from you. When you first start out, this can be really, really, really scary. And I've been there. I understand how difficult it is to get visible, to put yourself out in the world of social media, to talk on camera, or to create that social media post. It's scary and it's intimidating. And if you're interested, I have a course below that talks all about getting confident on camera. But what I want you to do is break through that moment of fear, okay? It is scary, but press send, press publish and go for it. Because the reality is that when you take that step and you make it happen and you press publish, you share your message with the world, nothing happens. You might think, no one's watching. And it's true that very often in the beginning, no one is watching. But gradually, over time, people will take notice. People will see what you do and fall in love with you. So keep going, even if you think no one's watching. You might expect when you first go live, you might expect millions of people to suddenly tune in, and actually one person watched it and you feel like, oh, no one watched it, I'm going to give up. But that's the reality. It will build and grow over time. And you will find that there are many, many people lurking who watch what you do and they're lurking on the sidelines. And those former colleagues or, people that you used to work with, you might feel really intimidated about them. And I certainly did. And I remember doing like an Instagram live or something and seeing a colleague pop up and I'd be like, oh my God, and I'd have to switch off and run away. And I still have moments of this 10 years on. But the reality is that most of your colleagues will be absolutely jealous that they didn't make the leap. So go for it. Post strategically. The most important thing you can think about is actually, where does your audience show up? What platforms do they like? It might be that it's Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn or TikTok. You want to choose somewhere where they're going to show up and consume your content. So if you have a particular offering, think, where is that offering relevant to, and show up in those places. Remember that people actually want a reflection of ourselves. Think about who you are, your age, your demographic, and you are appealing to someone who's a reflection of you. So where do you like to show up? What place, what space makes you feel comfortable? And show up in those places. The more that you do it, the more consistent you are, the easier it will be. Being consistent with your content is really, really important. Don't just do it once. Don't do it for a couple of weeks and think, oh, no one's watching, I'll give up. Because people are lurking. So do it consistently. Promise yourself, I'm going to show up every day, or I'm going to do this once a week. Whatever that agreement it is with you, show up consistently. Because the more that you show up, the easier it is to build a following. The next thing is kind of counterintuitive, because there might be places and spaces you like. It might be Facebook or Instagram. But actually, how easy is it to build a following in those places? And right now, it is much easier to build a following on LinkedIn or TikTok. So, decide what is the best space for you. It might be that you feel like, actually, my audience is older. I'm going to show up on LinkedIn because that's where I can attract professionals. Or maybe you're more consumer facing and actually TikTok is where you want to be. You don't have to be dancing and doing whatever. You can just show up as you and start talking, and people will really connect with you and what you have to offer. Post consistently. It is really, really, really important to show up and be consistent. I cannot stress this enough, because the reality is that doing it just, for a couple of days and then getting bored, that is not going to make the difference. If you want to build and grow an online business, you need to be there. You need to be showing up so that people go, oh, it's her back again. So that you are a regular face that they recognize, and you build that relationship, you build that trust. Because once you do that, people will be coming into your inbox. They'll be DMing you rather than the other way around. But it's about being consistent so that they see you and they want to work with you. Because being in the online world is about being visible. It's about showing up as who you are so you can build those relationships and build that trust, because you're not connecting in person. You need to build those connections through video, through your stories, through your emails, so that people get to know you and they fall in love with you. And once you've built that audience, it's then about creating an offer and selling it. Okay. So I have many strategies about creating an offer, and I'm going to share a link to one of my many digital course videos that there are on this channel. But the key thing for you to think about is actually, creating something that people really need and want from you. And then once you've created that, talking about it. It is no point creating it and letting it go dusty on the digital shelf. You need to be talking about your offers, what you do, how you're going to sell, how you're going to make a difference in the world, and share what you do so you can impact many. Because so many people, and myself included, would build an audience, talk, and everyone would get to know me, but I wouldn't actually then sell anything. I was too scared to sell. So it's really scary to do this. But it's breaking through that moment of going, oh my God, I can't possibly sell something, and actually making that difference so that you can sell consistently. And I found, for me personally, it was much easier to sell a digital product than to sell me, because just psychologically, it felt easier because it was like a thing that I could talk about rather than, oh, want to buy from me and feeling awkward. So that really helped me once I had a tangible offering that I could sell. The other thing that really helped me in this process was by having a webinar framework. And when you have a webinar that really works and really converts, it means that you have a system to sell rather than feeling awkward and icky. And I have and I love this webinar framework. I sort of honed it from working with various different coaches to help me. I'm not a natural salesperson, so having that system to sell helped me to show up and sell consistently. You've got to work out what is a way for you to do that. If you want to know more about that system, I give it to you, to my clients. I don't give it for free, but I have a system to sell. And you want to find whatever method works for you as a system to sell. I hope you found this video useful. I share lots of tips and strategies to help you build and grow your online business. And there are multiple videos to help you with audience building and also then with actually having those systems to sell. I'd love to see you again. So please hit the bell so you get notifications of my next video. And don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.